the Friday the 13th franchise is all about blood because, well, it has crazy kills. But now we're gonna have new blood because today I will be reviewing Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood. I don't know what to say about the title, The New Blood, but I think it's a good title. It sounds pretty interesting to me. The New Blood makes it kind of cool in my opinion. But overall, I will be reviewing this movie. This movie is, it's something, but, yeah, I will be reviewing it. And I think it is a pretty okay movie. It's an okay movie. I'll probably give it a 7 out of 10, even though if, the movie is part 7. Oh well. But anyways, I'm going to review this movie right now. LOL. Now, recapping the whole movies is okay in my opinion, but I just think it's kind of unnecessary at the same time, because we already seen these movies before. Now, I actually like the title card where the mask has the lights, and then after that the mask just breaks. I don't know, it's just kind of a cool title card, and I actually like it. But something that sucks about the title card is that I just do not love this music. This music that is playing, I just did not like it. I don't know why. But the rest of the music is good, but just this music I do not like. Yeah, just for some reason the music did not sound good. But like I said before, the rest of the music in this movie is good in my opinion. Well, at least that I know. I mean, I didn't really pay attention that much to the music in this movie. I do know a little bit of the music in this movie, but not all of it. But overall, this is the most disappointing music in the movie. That's just it. But overall, the rest of the music is pretty good, in my opinion. I just don't like this flashback scene in my opinion. I don't know, I just don't like it. I just think it was just a little unnecessary. But hey, it's okay. But now that I think about it, maybe it is necessary because it's basically what this plot is. It's just Tina wanting her dad back. So I guess it is kind of necessary. And yes, this girl is named Tina, the telekinetic, teenager. Well, technically, now she's just a kid. Okay, now she's the telekinetic teenager because she's a teenager now. Now, yes, Tina is one of my favorite final girls because, well, she used her telekinetic powers. Now, yes, I know it sounds a little supernatural, but yeah, it's kind of cool to add a different element to this movie, which I find pretty creative. So, yeah, that's why Tina's my favorite final girl because, well, she has these powers. Also, rest in peace to the actor. And for Tina's mom, I have many things to say about her mom. I don't know. I mean, she's not really a character I pay attention to, but overall, I think she's a mid character. But definitely, Tina is one of my favorites. Now, I'm glad that Camp Crystal Lake is back because I kind of missed it. It was not even in the other movie. Well, at least I don't think it was. But what I do remember is that it was a different camp in Part 6. But, hey, I'm just glad that Camp Crystal Lake is back in this movie. I don't know, it's just pretty good. Because I just love Camp Crystal Lake. Now, Dr. Cruz is not one of my favorite characters. Because to me, he's like the mean character. But, yeah, he's just not one of my favorite characters. He's a fine character, but he's not my favorite character at all. Yeah, he's just kind of suspicious. I like the scene where Tina uses her powers and makes this random thing move. Sorry, I don't know what it's called, but it's just kind of cool that it just moves. Yeah. Which is why she's still one of my favorite final girls, still to this day. I like the scene where Tina accidentally resurrects Jason. I just think it's a cool way to bring back Jason Voorhees. And also, I kind of felt bad that Kane Hodder had it to be, like, underwater for, like, hours. And, yes, if you're wondering who Kane Hodder is for anyone watching this video, he's the guy... Ad. Anyways, like I was saying, he was the guy who wears the Jason Voorhees costume. But I feel like most of you guys watching this video should know who Kane Hodder is. Also, I think it's kind of cool in the detail that you have Jason's spine revealing. Kind of gruesome, but kind of cool at the same time. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just the way that Jason looks is kind of cool. He just looks really crazy. I feel like for every single Friday the 13th movie, he looks more deadlier, in my opinion. Yeah, well, that's just my own opinion. Yeah, he just looks straight up crazy at this point. It also makes no sense whatsoever that Tina cannot describe Jason Voorhees. Because I can literally describe Jason Voorhees. He's wearing a hockey mask and his spine is revealing in this movie. It just makes no sense that Tina cannot describe Jason Voorhees. It just really makes no sense. Now, another thing I want to talk about this movie are the kills in this movie. I want to talk about the kills is because, well, the MPAA, and if you're wondering, the MPAA, they're like these, how do I say this? I guess you could say the MPAA is like this company or something. I'm not really sure, but the MPAA, like, literally cut down most of the kills in this movie, which I call is just kind of a shame because because I just wish they were more gorier. But, yeah, it's basically all on the MPAA. Yeah, they just wanted to cut every single kill from this movie, which is a real shame, I must say. Now, the rest of the characters in this movie, I would say, are, like, pretty okay characters, I would say. They're not the best, of course, but they're pretty good Friday the 13th characters, just waiting to be killed off by Jason Voorhees. As you just know, with a bunch of characters, Jason's just gonna kill them off. Of course he will. But yeah, I think these characters are pretty good. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about most of these characters in this movie. Now, this next kill in the movie is actually one of my favorite kills. Yeah, the sleeping bag kill is my favorite because, I don't know, it's just creative. It's not gory, but it's creative. Yeah, it's just kind of satisfying. I like the scene where Tina snaps Melissa's necklace. It's just kind of satisfying to me. Or should I say pearl necklace, because it is a pearl necklace after all. Yeah, I don't know why I just said necklace. I meant pearl Netflix. I said Netflix. I mean necklace. Ugh. Yeah, that's what I meant. LOL. I like that every time in the movie there's like close-ups on Tina's face whenever she gets mad. I don't know, it's just something about her in rage mode is just kind of cool. Like when she's just so like mad when she used her telekinesis powers. It's kind of or should I mean telekinetic powers. Yeah, it just looks kind of cool when she's just looking in the camera. Well, at least I think she's looking in the camera. Yeah, something like that. LOL. I feel bad when Tina's mom had to listen to, like, some recording of Dr. Cruz's voice saying that Tina is a, like, science experiment, which is kind of wrong. I know Tina has, like, telekinetic, like, powers, but it's still kind of wrong, and I feel bad that the mother had to hear the audio of it. Yeah, Dr. Cruz is just such a bad guy at this point. Not as bad as Jason, but yeah. So yeah, I totally feel bad for Tina's mom at this point. I really do. I like the scene when Tina hallucinates and sees her mom being stabbed by Jason. I don't know, I think it's kind of satisfying. And then the car just crashes. Now, Ben's death would have been my favorite kill if the MPAA did not have to cut it. But of course they did, as you know, gore in this movie. But yeah, it's just so unfortunate that the MPAA had to cut most of these kills. And this would have been my second favorite kill if they didn't cut it, but of course they did. Which is such a pain in the neck. I love the scene where Jason is behind Eddie because, well, it looks just so creepy. I mean, if Jason were behind me, I would be scared. And also, the balloons in the background are really funny. It really is, lol. I don't like Robin's death in this movie because all she does is just fall out of a window from Jason Voorhees. Now I know, like, for classic horror movies, like falling out of the window is little what most people kind of do in horror movies, but this kill is just kind of lame with her falling out of the window. But something I do like about this character is this a funny screenshot. It looks so funny. It just really does. Well, at least in my opinion. LOL. Also, why am I always saying LOL? I don't know, maybe just because I like saying it all the time. I feel bad that Tina's mom had to die. It's all Dr. Cruz's fault. It literally is his fault. For real. And what's even more sad is that Tina is now an orphan since Tina's mom is now dead. And her dad's dead too. So that is really sad to know that. It's all Dr. Cruz's fault. If only Dr. Cruz could just, get what he deserves, you know? I'm glad Dr. Cruz is gone because he was just such a rude character to Tina and her mom. So I'm glad he got what he deserves. But I'm not glad that this is another cut kill from the MPAA. You know, this kill was actually gorier, but it's just super lame that Dr. Cruz gets a lame death. Yeah, it's just so lame. Now, another reason why I feel bad for Tina is because she just witnessed her mom's death, which is just really sad, not gonna lie. I love the part where Tina uses her powers on Jason. I don't know, it's just so cool that she just uses her powers. Yeah, really is cool. Now, I kind of like Melissa's death. It's not gory, but it is creative when the axe goes into her head and then Jason just throws her across the room. Super crazy. I love this scene because we finally get to see Jason's face in this movie. Now, this is another one of my favorite Jason looks. It just looks really cool with him just having one eyeball and one that's missing. He just looks so disturbing and so cool at the same time. It's really cool the way he looks in this movie. I also love this scene when the house explodes. It looks so epic. And what's also crazy about this house explosion is in the movie, they actually blew up a real house. And it just looks so crazy. One of my favorite it's one of my favorite explosions in movie history. It looks so crazy cool. I also like the scene where, like, Jason throws Tina, and, like, Jason is just, like, so crazy in the scene. And, yeah, that's about it. They both survive, which is a miracle in this movie. Yeah, so, that's pretty much the end of this movie review. So, yeah, I'm glad that, I finally got to review this movie. Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood. More like not The New Blood, because most of the kills got cut by the MPAA, and there wasn't that many blood scenes in this movie. But overall, I think the movie was pretty okay. It was, yeah, the final girl was my favorite. Tina was one of my favorite final girls. Now, I'm going to relax from this review. I feel exhausted now. Alright, I guess you'll see me in the next review for Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. Stay tuned for that.